Well, y'all, I officially have one day to get everything out of this house, cleaned up, and put in this dumpster that's behind me. And it's a lot. Am I going to be able to do it? The second shot of espresso and it being 7 in the morning kind of gives me hope, but fingers crossed that I can try to get this done today. Now, I do want to give a big shout out to Big Red Dumpster. That's who actually hooked me up with this dumpster that y'all see behind me. If y'all watched the last video, you saw that I was having a lot of problems trying to find somebody that had one of these dumpsters that was going to be able to haul it out here, and that was actually going to be able to haul it out here for a decent price. Everything that I was seeing was so overpriced, but the Big Red Dumpster was not at all. They answered the phone the first time. They're a small business, they're local, so every time that I can support a small business, that's what I like to do. So I am going to go ahead and drop their information in the description below if y'all want to check them out, if y'all want to reach out to them and even say thank you. That would be great. So they did hook me up with this 20-yard. We agreed on a week time frame. Now I could call them and extend this dumpster out for probably another week, another month, whatever the options would be. But honestly, y'all, what is the fun in that? The Marsh Bayou project has got to have some type of time crunches, right? And I did tell them that I'd only be having it for a week, so I do want to try to stay true to my word, and hopefully I can get this done today. So y'all, welcome back to the Marsh Bayou project. Let's get rolling, let's get rowdy, let's make some noise around here, and hopefully the neighbors that are about 5 miles away don't mind a little chaos. This dumpster's got one of the latches on the side that opens up, but I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I don't know if I would be strong enough to close it by myself. So what I think I'm just gonna do is just start dumping stuff over the side of it and just getting in here and moving things as I need to. I think that'd be easier in my personal situation. The only thing that's in here currently is a desk that was in the shed over at the other house. So I just really threw it in here all willy-nilly. So I'm gonna try to fix this and try to organize this the best that I can to utilize the most space. In the last video, I gathered everything out of the garage. That way I could start using that as a work area. I could start moving some of the stuff that's upstairs that I want to keep downstairs in there. And it really had a lot of stuff in there that needed to get tended to. The inside of the house does as well, but the garage was pretty bad and this outside area is pretty bad. So I do think that I am going to go ahead and start by getting this outside cleaned up and then moving right along to the inside. Also, too bad that Woodrow doesn't have opposable thumbs. I bet he'd be tall enough to stand up on the side of this. Y'all know that here on Cajun Country Living, I do a lot of work and most of my schedule is filled up with hard labor. There are times that I like to take off and do some fishing, do some riding, whatever I can really fill my free time up with, but most of the things that I like to do or my hobbies take up a lot of time to get things prepared. But not this latest hobby that I have, which is playing Fishing Clash. What I love about Fishing Clash is that it's not just tapping on your phone. You're actually competing. You're unlocking different fisheries from all over the world, catching hundreds of species, upgrading your gear, and more. You can jump quick into any tournament, you can battle other players, and you can actually level up your rods and lures just like real fishing. It's simple. Cast, hook, reel, but it actually gets competitive fast. There are over 50 real-world fishing locations in this game. So even if I only have a few minutes like I do today, I can go fishing in Alaska in 1 minute and then the Amazon the next. And if you don't have time, you can literally play for 5 minutes just like I'm doing today and still catch something. If you're not good at playing games, trust me, if you can fish, you can play this. And no, not play to win. Your progress is just by playing. So it's basically its own swamp therapy if you think about it, without the mosquitoes. Y'all, there's already 50 million players playing Fishing Clash, so if you think that you can outfish us, prove it. Download Fishing Clash today. Either scan the QR code that I'm going to put on the screen right here or go to the link that's going to be listed in the description. Use my code CajunLivin to get a $20 reward and a special bonus when you start. So y'all go ahead and download it and tell me what your biggest catch is down in the comments. Thank you Fishing Clash for sponsoring this video.
Before the sun goes.
I seriously just spread these out to move that desk, and now I gotta move them right back. Maybe it'll end up loosening them up. There we go. I think I need to move them one more in, this side at least. While I was going through all those motor parts, I saw some shackles and some hooks down in the very bottom. So I was going through it because I thought, well, maybe that would be worth, like, you know, digging through, even though there's a lot of places for a lot of tatas to hide. And I did get stung one time by a red wasp on my finger. It's swelled up pretty good right here, but I was told that if I don't think about it, then it won't hurt. So that's what I'm trying not to do. So it was worth it though, because I found these two hooks, and I also found 2 shackles. So I'm gonna go put these with my treasures that I found, and I am gonna plan to leave this out till the last thing that I dump in there, because I don't wanna take that pallet off until I get the stuff outside, because I think I'm gonna try to load a lot of stuff that's inside onto that pallet, dump it, and go back and forth that way. And then this will be one of the last things that goes in. So I got the majority of everything outside cleaned up. I got me a little break, went and got another shot of espresso. So we're at 3 for the day. I have to stop here in a little while and figure out what I'm gonna eat for lunch. But before I do that, I really wanted to try to get this front, I guess it would be like a front living room cleaned up, get all these fans put out. I brought the tractor around the front. That way I could load them up onto the pallet. I think that would probably be my best bet, and then take them around to the trash. Rather than try to pack them each one by one, I feel like this might be a little bit better timing wise. So we'll see, but I'm fixing to knock out this section and then I'll check back in with y'all. I have been dying to get in here and open this up and see if there's, well, I was kind of hoping that there was going to be something in this, but it feels like it's pretty light. Tupperware. Oh, an ornament. Nothing. And a penny. 1970. Maybe it's good luck. It was in their heads up, so. Well, I was hoping that I would find more in there, but that's okay. This would be such a good temporary place to put some tools, so I might end up putting this in the shop for now, or the garage for now. and using it to store some stuff because there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's actually kind of cute. In this room, I also found a bunch of screens for the windows that don't look damaged at all. And also I found a bunch of the air vent covers, which are metal in good shape. They just need to really washed up. So I'm definitely going to be keeping those as well. All right, on to this front nook area.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride.
Moving right along into the living room. This is that room that had all the insulation stapled or screwed, maybe nailed to the ceiling, that I asked y'all about in the last video. And thank y'all so much for leaving so many comments. I learned so much about this air ventilation insulation, and y'all told me that I should try to keep everything that I can of it. So if I find any pieces as I go, I am gonna save them and we'll see how much of that I can leave up there. But besides that, I am gonna be keeping these 2x4s that are longer cut and these shorter cut ones. It really doesn't look like much is wrong with them, so hopefully I can use them in another place. I would love to know where they came from or what they came off of, but there's no telling. So next up is this room. But I am gonna be saving all these because like I said, there's no telling what I might need in the future. All right, I got those 2x4s out of the way. Now I'm really curious to see what's in these boxes. All right, so I figured it out. It's a windshield kit that's missing the actual windshield part. This would be like the bottom handle where you open and close it. You have the top piece where you mount that in, and you've got the two sides that open and close with the brackets and everything. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this. Guess I'll just put it up for now. I won't put it in the dumpster, but I'll put it somewhere, a place of utmost importance, you know, in case I need these pieces. But I do think that I'm fixing to stop for a minute and go ahead and eat something for lunch because it's getting late and I am starving. Those 3 shots of espresso are getting me.
In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way, I found my way.
Left downstairs, I have this bathroom, the master bathroom, which is right through here, and the master room. So once I get those knocked out, I can move right upstairs and keep on trucking.
'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
Well, y'all, I'm 12 hours in now and I have got the whole inside of the house done. I've got a few doors upstairs that I need to bring down, but besides that, everything else is done. I'm fixing to go outside and get everything else cleaned up around the pool and around the outside, the back of the house, and hopefully I don't overfill this 20-yard dumpster, so we'll see. Well, y'all, have been working my tail off today. I am getting so tired. My body's fatigued. I can feel it. I'm definitely going to be sore tomorrow, but there's a few last things that I need to get done before the sun goes down, and I am getting very, very close on limited time. So what I'm fixing to do is go ahead and take this pallet off, go ahead and leave the forks on. I'm going to move that vanity that's over there, or maybe a cabinet, whatever that was, desk that's over there by the dumpster. I'm gonna move that and go ahead and put it inside. And then from there, my next thing is I'm gonna come back over here, get this bucket, and then drive around the yard and pick up anything that's loose. There's some really odd things just thrown in different places around here. So I'm gonna try to get that done before the sun goes down. And I can say one thing. All by myself today, I filled up a 20-yard dumpster. Sometimes it's really nice to be able to prove yourself wrong and set yourself a goal that makes you work even harder throughout the day. I definitely knew that I was going to be able to push myself, but I did not think that I was going to get as much done as I did. Now upstairs, of course, there are a few doors, but I'm going to leave those up there for now in case I want to use them in the future. But besides that, the inside of the house is really done. So I got way past my goal today. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and go around here, pick up this loose stuff, and then call the day. That's a wrap, y'all. I mean, come on, that's a lot of work for the day. Like I said, I might have to take 2 or 3 days off after this, but I think I might deserve it. That is a black widow spider. You can tell by, well, there's her egg sac, but you can tell by the red on her back. I guess it's a her, I assume. That will not feel good. It will cause me to probably have to go to the hospital, so I'm definitely going to stay away from her. I am going to probably try to fill up the rest of this, but be really careful about where I put it in at. But that's what a black widow spider looks like in case anybody hasn't seen one before. All right, I just went to move this tarp and a blue runner ran out of it. Oh my gosh, it's huge. There it is. And actually, 2 of them came out of it. Hang on, let me see if I can set the camera down and see if it'll come back out. There it is. They're not poisonous because they got the round eyes, but they will chase you. So on that note, this concludes today's episode. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Got the dumpster full, got 2 snakes, got my adrenaline running extremely high right now, so I think I'm gonna go sit on the back porch and enjoy the rest of the sunset. I think I deserve that one. All right, y'all, well, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all don't forget to go download Fishing Clash and make sure to use my code Cajun Livin. See y'all in the game.